Hey, what's going on everybody? My name's Mac and welcome to my garage. Behind me I have my 1979 K5 Blazer project. Been working on it for a few years now, making little bits of progress here and there as I go, but I've just decided here recently that I want to put the pedal to the metal and get this thing done. To give you an idea of what my goal is, it's about mid-February of 2022 right now, and I'd like to have this thing running and driving by August 1st of this year. Now, personally for me, that's a lofty goal, and I'm going to tell you why I feel like that. So, I do not by any means have all of the tools or the knowledge required to do a project like this. I am learning as I go, and I'm getting the tools as I need them. One of the things that's really helped me is the support I've gotten from friends and family. I'll have some buddies of mine, they'll come over, we'll hang out, we'll eat some pizza, turn some wrenches, have a good time, make some memories, and I just really thought that it would be neat to bring you guys along on this whole project. If at any point in time you have any questions about what my plans are or anything like that, please feel free to ask. I always love to share what my vision is, and I also like to see what other people's comments are. And if I can help you along in your project, that's even better. So to give you an idea of what we're starting with, so like I said, it's a 1979 K5 Blazer. It's a four-wheel drive, and originally it's a custom deluxe, so it's a base model. It's not going to be all base model and have basically no convenience stuff by the time it's done. It's going to be nice and basically tricked out by the time I'm done with it, whenever that happens. But I say all that just kind of give you an idea of what we're starting with. So originally it had a 250 inline six with a turbo 350 automatic transmission and a new process 203 chain driven transfer case. Now all that's going away. You probably can see it behind me. I have a LS 6 liter. Now I guess technically it might not be considered an LS, it just depends on who you talk to. It is a truck motor, so it's an iron block, it's not aluminum. But I think that it's basically a Gen 3. I think the designation's an LQ9. It's a little bit of a Frankenstein going on. I know that there's some Gen 4 internal parts going on there. But basically the gist of that motor is it's essentially stock. It has an aftermarket Texas Speed and Performance cam, and it has a Holley intake. Some of that may change as we go along, and obviously I do not have all the parts for it just yet. We'll do a bit more of an in-depth video on that at some point in the future. Behind that, I'm going to be running a built 4L80E. It's supposed to be able to handle up to 550 horsepower. I'm going to have a stall converter, high stall converter with that as well. That cam requires a 3600 plus stall, so kind of give you an idea of how that thing's going to sound by the time we actually get it fired up. I'm excited about it. Behind that transmission, I'm going to be running a custom built, I guess technically. It's an off-road design, new process 205. It's a gear-driven transfer case. Now that's going to be, I say custom built because it's going to be set up to mate to that 4L80E. It'll have a 32 spline input, but basically that's, I didn't do any upgrades on that aside from that. Now it will have machine work done to be able to plug in all the speedometer stuff. So that's basically the drivetrain all taken care of right there. And that kind of gives you an idea of what the heart of this whole thing is going to be. I still don't have a lot of the other stuff 100% decided on. It's mostly going to be just a fun little cruiser. Really it won't go off-road a whole lot, but that just kind of gives you an idea of what my plan is. We'll see more insight into that as we go along and as just progress. Right now I know with the parts I have picked out and the parts I have ordered, it's going to be pushing it to make that August deadline, mostly because of what's going on in the world right now with back orders and part delays and material delays and stuff like that. But we're going to hope for the best. I hope you guys enjoy this whole project, and I encourage you to ask any questions, kind of give me some input of how you feel about it, something that you may have done on yours that you think would be helpful for me. I'll see you guys in the next video.